Hello guys. So today we're going to look at Hyper's Omega's power levels. So we got the. That's not right. Remember, I'm right-handed. Okay, good. Anyway, okay, so let's go. So what we got here is Hyper, and all known as the race of hyper beings. And if you're wondering, yes, the hyper beings do have male and female gender, and yes, they do have hair. And you're probably wondering why they don't have hair in Hyper Omega. Well, it's because I think his design is more cooler in my opinion, and the reason why, and also the hyper beings are immortal. And you're probably wondering again why they're immortal. Well, it's because they live in the 500th dimension. It's an extra-dimensional plane of existence where they live above time and space. You see, he didn't actually make weaker forms. Instead, this is what they used to look like when they were Type 0 or Type 1 civilization. If you don't know what a Type 1 civilization is, or Type 0 civilization is, a Type 0 civilization is about a civilization that consumes resources on their planet, but not completely. And a Type 1 civilization is a planetary civilization where they have 100% control over their planet. This is what they used to look like when they were Type 0 to Type 1 civilization. In the Type 2 civilization, this is what they look like. You see, they evolve like that. And it turns out that a Type 2 civilization is a civilization that actually absorb energy from its home star using solar panels. Okay, that's our solution, not other alien races out there in the universe. And then we got the Type 3 civilization, which is actually a galactic civilization. And this is what the hyper beings look like when they're a Type 3 civilization in their higher dimensional universe. And we got the Type 4 civilization, a civilization which have control over its own universe, which this is what they look like when they're a Type 4 civilization. And then a Type 5 civilization where they are in complete control over their extra-dimensional multiverse. And live above the omniverse itself, or the multi-omniverse. And the reason why I picked this design is because, well, I think it's more cooler than anything else. I think it's more cooler in my opinion, not anyone else's opinion. Well, and that's the explanation of how he and his race evolves. And now we're just gonna move on. Now, the first one, 1% of it is 1 non-virgintillion. If you're probably wondering where do I get these numbers, I actually got it from Datapill, to which you need to subscribe, by the way. Also, I don't know how to make a link in the description, like how to link the video. If you guys know that, make sure to leave it in the comments. Also, 1% of his power is 1 non-virgintillion. 50% of his power is 5 non-virgintillion. 100% of his power is non-virgintillion. Oh, darn it. Hold on. I really need to rewrite that. Hold on, be right back. Hold on. So I think I have complicated problems. I'm done. Alright, moving on. Okay, so 100% of his power in this first form, his home one, and their race is from their Type 1 civilization, it used to be like this, is about 110 non-virgintillion. His second form is a power level of 5 trigintillion, and 50% is 10 trigintillion, and 150 trigintillion. So, yeah. And then the third form is 1% of his power until untrigentillion. Ah, damn it, I got the. Sorry, I have a mistyper again. Done. So I don't put ads in my videos just due to the fact that ads are annoying. So yeah, I get that. So this is a 10-minute video about explaining about Hyper's and his power level. So yeah. Anyway, I don't want to waste time, so let's just get this over with. Alright, we're back. So sorry for the mistypo again. So 1% of his power is 10 untrigentillion. 50% of his power is 50%. 50% of his power is 15 untrigentillion. 100% of his power is 200 untrigentillion. If you don't know where do I get these numbers from again, well, it's from DataPill. He has a YouTube channel, by the way. It's called, well, DataPill. Okay, so his fourth form, 1% of his power is 25 duotrigentillion, and 50% of his power is 20 duotrigentillion, and his 100% power is 250 duotrigentillion. I picked Hyper Omega for this. Yeah, of course, I actually wrote that last time. In his fifth form, and final form, 1% is 30 Google. Yes, that's an actual number. And 50% is 25 Google. And 100% equals 300 Google. Seriously. So, yeah, the truth is that 100% is not actually his limit. He has infinite power and beyond, including his race, of course. These are his biological forms, which his race also has an abstract forms as well. Wait, sorry, I got a typo. I need to get rid of the T. Sorry. And why do I typo multiple times, darn it? Let's just explain power levels, okay? It's not at any problem. Yay. Oh, that's perfect. Alright, let's go again. Right, so we're back. So we got all of his forms, and these are all of his biological ones, okay? These are his biology of forms, but not his abstract ones, like his anger form like that, not like that. And he's also a 500-dimensional being, living in the 500 dimensions and an extra-dimensional plane of existence, like I said, where him and his race lives. And well, that's it. If you want to, if you're confused about the numbers I put in here, don't worry. I'll put that in the description from now on. And if the number is too complicated on this video, I'll just put it in the description to understand it even more. And anyways, that's it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. And well, peace out.